I shall do.
Here I thought I had left the wilds behind for good.
Let's try not to get too lost. It's easy to get turned around in a place like this.
Many enter this forest and are never seen again. Let's hope we don't join them.
Alright, it's time to face some werewolves. I don't actually know what they look like in this game. And I've seen some interesting designs. Let's see. I hear wolves. Oh, here comes some wolves. Alright. I wonder if I should wait until I can loot it. But we'll leave it at that. It doesn't really matter too much. I think there's going to be more coming. Hello. That's a werewolf. Okay. I wonder if we can get afflicted by the curse. I don't actually know. Oh my god. He hits really hard. Yes. I think it might have been a good idea to give him two-handed swords. Well, that's what I've been wanting to do, because after seeing what Ogren can do and Sten, I felt somewhat unsatisfied with the shield sword combo, and so I liked the two-hander better. At first I thought it was going to be a bit slow, but it's actually not that bad. There we go. Yes, probably gonna get pretty lost in this place. But such is the things with forests. It's a bit hard to tell where you're going at times. Because there's no discernible landmarks. That's a bear. Maybe we can put it in a crushing prison while we're at it. Just to get it out of the fight. Like that, crushing prison, and then I'll just nuke it with other spells. I don't know why he did a holy smite to it, because it is not a caster. I guess he just wanted to do it. Yeah, I told my two characters with Holy Smite to use it on, well, casters on Drosti's Grace. Nice. It's a little gift. I don't really know who for at the moment, but it probably doesn't matter. Hello?
The Watchwolves have spoken truly, my brothers and sisters. The Dalish and the human of all things to repay us for our attack, to put us in our place. What bitter irony.
Irony? And why? You speak, I thought werewolves were but savage beasts.
We are beasts, but we are no longer simple and mindless. Let that thought chill your spine. You speak to Swift Runner. I lead my cursed brothers and sisters. Turn back now. Go back to the Dalish and tell them that you have failed. Tell them we will gladly watch them suffer the same curse we have suffered for too long. We will watch them pay.
Maybe you want to explain what happened? Yes, I would prefer to talk to you. I don't want to harm you right now. Just tell me what's going on.
Was it not Zathrian who sent you? He wishes only our destruction, never to talk.
Tell me about this curse of yours.
You know nothing, do you? Nothing of us, and even less of those you serve. You are a fool, and we are done talking. Run from the forest while you can. Run to the Dalish and tell them they are doomed.
Well, I don't really want to go anywhere. I'm going to stay right here and keep going.
Very well. I will not risk throwing my people at you like unthinking brutes. Come, brothers and sisters, let us retreat. The forest has eyes of its own, and it will deal with intruders as it always has.
Okay. He wasn't very cooperative. Didn't really want to tell me what was going on, which is disappointing. Because it seems like there's a little bit more going on than meets the eye, as it says. Right, it looks like we can head back down here, but I think that's to go back out. Yes, it is. I'm actually going to save, because I feel like it's been a little bit. And I don't want anything crazy to happen. Looks like there's a little path here that leads down to a skeleton. Splint mail, yeah, that's just some vendor trash, I believe. Some actually pretty nice looking water. It's not bad. Which is actually pretty surprising. We haven't seen that much water in this game. A lot of the areas are, well, lots of invisible walls and that sort of thing. You can't really go free roaming around too much. This is probably the most open area you're gonna get, and even then, it's not that open. Well, I say that, and it is actually pretty open in terms of how the areas are pretty wide. Looks like we're gonna get some more werewolves, but nothing we can't handle, I don't think. My. And that's an elite one, so let's put that one in a crushing prison if I can. Like so. Crushing prison. And then use some various spells on it. It looks like it's resisting some spells, which is interesting. I haven't seen that before. Werewolf pelts, okay. So apparently we're skinning these werewolves. I don't really know how, and I don't really care to know how. It seems rather gruesome. Okay. I almost want to go back to Zathrian and just ask him what's up with the werewolves. But we'll just leave it at that. Ooh, that could be alright. Hello.
Who comes?
You seem to be badly wounded. What exactly happened to you? I'm guessing it's the werewolves.
We were sent to find Witherfang. Bring his heart. Attacked.
I don't know why there's an option to check his equipment, but I'm going to bring him back to the camp. But seeing that equipment check, it brings up some suspicions, as if he has something on him that it's like a trap. But let's take him back to the camp then.
And Darren Atishan, Grey Warden.
Hello again.
Our scouts saw you approaching and tell me you carry the body of one of our hunters with you. Ah, Dagon. He is wounded, but I think he will live. Ma Siranas, your help is appreciated. Come, Lethaline, let us take Dagon to the Keeper, and quickly. If we are lucky, we may still save him.
That's, yeah. I was just seeing the armor that one of the elves was wearing. That's some serious midriff she's got. I don't think that's going to be very protective. I'm actually just going to head back deeper into the forest. Back to where we were, basically. And looks like we can loot some wolves that we missed. And this is where we found the hunter, but it looks like the path also keeps going. So I'm going to see if I can follow it. And that's okay, that goes to the other side, never mind. It's not as open as I expected, but that's alright. I'm going to save again, and then we're going to head over the bridge there. The little pontoon, or whatever you want to call it. Oh, they are actually darkspawn. He said the darkspawn had sensed us, and I was a bit confused, because I didn't think there would be darkspawn. But there is. Let's put that ogre in a bunch of traps. Let's put a disorient on it so when it breaks out it won't do as much damage. Like that. It looks like my guys are taking it quite well. And then there's also an archer who I can try and kill like that. Alright. Excellent. Silver cord. What is this? Spirit resistance, spell resistance, and armor. That seems to be pretty decent actually. I might have to take a look at that later. Since I have been told that the Archdemon does a lot of spirit damage, so saving the gear with spirit resistance on it might be a good idea. Looks like that guy's trying to archer us. Not really sure what that's called, but mystical site of power. This is probably for the mage's quest, mage's channel, mage's board, or whatever it's called. There's also a gravestone. You see a tombstone before you and gives you an uneasy feeling. Leave the tombstone alone. Apparently we can't do anything to it yet. But we're gonna click on that site of power. And okay. It doesn't give us a quest updated at all, but I'm just gonna check this tombstone again. Apparently nothing. Yep. That's for the mage's stuff. What is this? Grand Oak Clearing. I wonder if we should go down or if we should go to the west, but I'm going to go down just to check. We can't actually jump the... Yeah, there's a cliff there that we can't jump over. So we have to head back up, which is something we can definitely do. I see some rubble over here as well. Painted sky ball. This is almost perfect orb made of polished blackstone and has been painted to look like the night sky, complete with constellations. And an oxbone. Interesting. I don't have the slightest clue who that ball would be for. It's certainly an interesting object, though. How about we head up north? Yeah, let's try that, see what's up here. Oh, okay. I didn't expect that. Sylvian, it seems to be a walking tree of sorts. I almost want to light it on fire right now. Let's put it in the crushing prison. That root thing doesn't seem to be all that nice. Codex updated, probably for the Sylvians telling us what they are. I might want to read that, but I haven't read a lot of Codex entries as of late. I've been kind of neglecting all of it because I haven't really been that interested in it. To me, it's just a walking tree. I don't really care too much right now about it. And that seems to be the exit to another area, so I actually want to explore the rest of this place first. Looks like we can get some more werewolves as well, but that's saving the game for us, so actually I'm going to head towards the werewolves first. Hey guys, how's it going? Let's see, there's one who's an elite, so I'm going to put that one in the crushing prison. Except our crushing prison is not on cooldown, so I'm actually going to do a disorientation. I'm going to go back to Aiden and do a war plan and go back to Morgan so I can do my spells. And looks like Alistair did a Templar's Verdict. Never mind. Not a Templar's Verdict, a Holy Smite, because he also has a... Yes, a... what is it called? Tactic to use it when there are 3 enemies or more around him. I think. I'm not sure, actually. Because right now he has his cleave, so I told him to use his cleave instead of his Templar's Verdict when there's 3 enemies around. So I don't know why he's still doing that. Hello, Sylvian, how's it going? We're going to put this one in the crushing prison for sure. There we go. That stuff kind of hurts. Looks like Wynn leveled up as well, so let's take a look at what she's got. We could give her more herbalism, but Morgan's already doing that by herself, so I think I'm going to give her expert combat training so that she does not get interrupted. Petrified might be a pretty interesting choice here at this point. I like haste, but it drains her mana far too quickly, and I don't really have any weight for her to be able to regenerate her mana quicker. So I'm not entirely sure. Maybe I should work towards the mana clash line, this kind of thing, so that she's able to grab some mana. Not entirely sure what I should be doing here. It says drains mana rapidly while in combat, which to me doesn't sound like a great thing. It increases our damage, but I feel like we haven't actually had the need for greater damage. Maybe I should take this Glyph of Warding. Let's try that. Why not? Actually... yeah, let's do the glyphs, sure. And let's boost her willpower up to 36 and her magic up to 37. Because I feel like a bigger mana pool for her is always better because, yes, she is a caster and she is eating a lot of potions. She hasn't actually used that many right now. I'm going to do Warcry. I'm going to go back to Morgan, who is now stunned. Maybe I can use Alistair to do a cleanse area here. I don't know if that worked at all, but now I have to reactivate her abilities. Same thing for Morgan, which is a bit annoying. I want to try this ward and see what happens. So I put it on the ground, and then if they stand in it, they get a bonus. Okay, that could be kind of tricky. It's like a consecrate area, but I think does it say it affects enemies? No, it does not affect enemies, which is actually quite nice. That's the Grand Oak, which is probably a boss. Oh, geez. Let's grab this one because it's non-elite. What about all the other ones? Okay, this is might get a little bit hairy. That sucks. That really hurts. Maybe, okay, so Alistair's the only one alive, so I'm going to do a cleanse area just to get rid of those roots. Oh, wow, they're dead. Ooh, Tricky, eh? Let's revive Morgan here. And then let's maybe do like a group heal. And as well as a mass rejuvenation. Morgan is almost dead again. She has no mana left. Let's reactivate her abilities if possible. I really want to kill that big Sylvian, so I'm going to take a greater mana potion. And I'm going to do Vulnerability Hex, as well as a Mind Blast, and then put that one in the Crushing Prison. And then we'll do Winter's Grasp and Lightning. Is the other one dead? Yes, it is. Okay, wow. Yeah, these guys have a potential to hurt quite a lot. I'm going to use a Lesser Injury Kit to remove her injury. I'm going to grab this little loot bag that this one dropped. Okay. I wanted to grab that elf fruit before we talk to the Grand Oak because it seems to be a boss and I'm a little bit worried about it. These guys hurt a lot more than I expected. Yeah, Morgan died right away. I'm not really sure what to do, but let's talk to this oak. Hello.
What manner of beast be thee that comes before this elder tree?
You're not going to attack me, are you, like all the other ones?
Thou speakest of the others, how filled they are with hate. I apologize on their behalf. They cannot control their fate. Allow me a moment to welcome thee. I am called the Grand Oak, sometimes the Elder Tree.
It rhymes? 'Tis a rhyming tree. One can only imagine what manner of spirit is involved here. The world is certainly full of marvelous, unexpected creations. Each day we see something that we never thought possible.
And unless thou thinkst it far too soon, might I ask of thee a boon?
And what exactly do you need? Or what exactly are you asking for? What is this boon you mentioned?
I have but one desire, to solve a matter very dire. As I slept one early morn, a thief did come and steal an acorn.
And that's a big deal to you? What's so special about that?
All I have is my being, my seed. Without it, I am alone indeed. I cannot go and seek it out, yet I shall die if left without.
Interesting. And what's in it for me?
My wooden skin has some magic, see, and part of it I can give to thee.
Okay. You can give your wood to me, huh? Perhaps you can help me what good will your wood do to me?
The forest would see thee as a tree, and so no harm would come to thee.
It sounds alright, actually. Sounds like a fine reward, actually, yes.
Wilt thou then perform the task? Wilt thou save me, as I ask?
I can help you then.
Go to the east to find this man. I shall await. Do what thou can.
The east, he says. That sounds like... So I was actually thinking that maybe what's going to happen is we're going to go through the whole forest, kill all the trees, and then get back to him. Oh. His campsite appears remarkably intact. The tents and bedrolls are covered with leaves, but are dry and whole. Continue. The fire pit smokes and possesses embers enough to build into a small flame. There are no signs of any inhabitants. Continue.
How odd. A camp with no campers, complete with fire and warm blankets. Rather inviting, would you not say?
More suspicious than inviting.
This is strange. The werewolves would not use such a camp, would they? Whoever this belongs to must be nearby.
Let's keep an eye out then. You get no hint of danger, though it strikes you as odd that the camp is abandoned. Perhaps searching the camp will give you more clues as to its nature. Yes, I said we could click on things like this tent. You look inside the tent and are surprised by how dry and cozy it feels. It is clean, but empty. What a pleasant place to rest your head. And this is a trap. This is definitely a trap.
The elven hunters didn't set this up. How strange. And yet it all just seems so friendly. I want to do nothing but remain.
Must resist this exhaustion. Strange and malevolent power. But my, that does look inviting. Don't! Go in there. Can't you feel power? Something is dreadfully wrong here.
I understand, yes. We can't sleep here, we have to go. It takes all of your strength to step back from the tent. A wave of weariness watches over you, despite your efforts to resist it. So we still fall asleep. This seems okay. I feel like maybe I'm missing something if I don't go in there, but you examine the remains of the fire pit. It has been untended for several hours at most. The embers draw you in, almost hypnotizing you. Continue.
I sense magic at work. The fire it's weakening us. Can you feel it? It wants us to stay.
Do not look in the fire. It draws my strength. Perhaps we should sit down. Rest. Quick, look away from the fire. There is a power at work here. It makes us weak.
Alright, let's get away from this then. The flame emits a sudden warmth, draining your strength even more. You turn away, the chills seeping back into your bones. You are exhausted. Okay, let's leave. Let's not click on any more things. This seems like a big trap. As you turn to leave, you find your steps grown leaden? Fatigue tugs at your limbs and you yawn. It has been a long journey. Perhaps it is safe for you to rest here.
Perhaps we're being too hasty in leaving. I'm too old for all this running around. The camp looks like a good spot to rest, so long as we're watchful.
Can you feel that? It feels as if the strength is running out of me. I want nothing more than to sleep. To light the fire. How strange.
It's a trap. We need to get out, no matter how hard it is. What? Let's not fight it. Let's turn around and see what happens. So, we leave, but we don't fight. Let's try that. You start to turn around, but the fog doesn't quite take hold of your minds. As if it were a dream, the visions of the campground dissipates. Before you is a cold, long-dead campsite filled with bones of the many travelers who have been lured here by a shade, which now angrily lunges towards you. Greater shade. It's just a shade, nothing too special. Then let's put it in a crushing prison. Because yeah, it seems like I picked that option because it seems like the harder they resisted, the more they wanted to stay. Dalish armor. And there's a chest. Lots of bombs, a dusk ring, which is pretty good for rangers, some Dalish gloves, which might be for Zevran, I'm not sure. With the shade destroyed, the fog seems to lift. The camp that was there is ancient, and the remnants of the shade's victims all lie as if sleeping still.
A hungry spirit luring those who pass to their rest and their doom. One might wonder how it learned this trick. No matter, it shall prey on no one else. How long has that spirit lingered there, and how many has it preyed upon? I shudder to think of it.
This was a demon that fed once on travelers and remained to trap more as they passed. Like a spider in its web. Creepy.
I actually think it's pretty clever. It's a clever trap. It's well made. Quite well made indeed. Because, yes, the more you resist, the more you get entangled into its web. Very interesting. So he says the guy is to the east. So yes, the east is over here. North exit to the east and south exit to the east. Wait, what? Okay, so they both lead to the same place. To the same area. So I'm actually going to take the one to the east because he says that's where the stranger is. Looks like it's saving for us. Not the stranger, the hermit who has his acorn. So let's head to the next area. Looks like there's a bunch of those hala, I think they're called. Hello! Grab a couple of elf roots and let's continue on. Ah! Okay. That scares me every time. So let's grab Morgan and do a little crushing prison. I wonder for these ones if I should be using telekinetic weapons. Those roots really are quite annoying. Because they immobilize root so that you can't move, you can't do any spells, and it's a ticking dot. It's quite a very powerful spell. Dahlia lost. Let's go up there then. Let's go up north. Because that seems to be where one of the quests is. Here comes lots of werewolves. Shouldn't be too bad as long as they come in groups and then we can do our war cry. I don't know why everyone was just lingering behind. Maybe they encountered a tree. I sure hope not. Looks like there is a werewolf there that is an elite, so I need to... Actually, there's a couple of elite werewolves, so let's put a Waking Nightmare on them. Just because. And then we'll put one with a Affliction Hex on it. That was probably the wrong one to do, because it's pretty much dead at this point. But that's okay, nothing we can't handle. Our melee characters have quite high armor, so they can take a lot of damage. And there we go. It's also yellow blood. Not sure. Are you sure you didn't pee yourself, Alistair? These guys are pretty scary, I do admit. Oh, yeah, Dahlia is a werewolf.
Please. Help. Listen. I am not the mindless beast I appear to be.
What happened to you?
I am cursed. Turned into this creature. The curse, it burns in me. I fled into the forest. The werewolves, they took me in, but I had to return. I had to.
Careful. These werewolves might have laid a trap for us or something. You never know.
You are human. I was once an elf, one of the Dalish folk. You know of my clan?
Yes, I do. So you're a Dalish who has already become a werewolf then? Well, that's a rhetorical question.
Yes. Just scant days ago. So, you know what happened to us?
You seem to be quite wounded. Maybe I can heal you.
No, I cannot be healed. Not even by magic. Please, you must listen. My name is Delilah. My husband, he is called Athras. Please, you must bring him a message. The scarf I wear. Bring it to him. Tell him I love him. Tell him I am dead and with the gods. I beg you.
I've already spoken with him. He worries about you.
I want him to be at peace. He is a good man. Please do not let him suffer thinking of me. Oh, the pain. The curse is fire in my blood. Please, hand it for me. Hand it quickly.
There must be some way to heal you. I was thinking maybe we can remove the curse, right? With the heart.
Magic will not work against the curse. Ah, you must end it.
I don't want her to suffer anymore, but I kind of want some answers, so let's try that.
I will tell you what I know if you promise to end my
I don't want to promise anything, because I don't like killing people like that. I can't promise.
I will end it myself.
So she wants to attack us, alright, well, that's unfortunate. Oh well. Sorry! And we could have gotten some answers. Oh well. That's just a fault in my own character. It happens. So this is Northwest Forest, which I don't think we've been to yet. But I'm going to grab this death root first, and then we'll head back through this entire place, because we've barely explored this area. Well, some pretty good armor. And some werewolf pelts. Alright. I'm actually going to head back down south because it looks like there is a wall when you head south through this. Yeah, there's a spirit wall of sorts. Interesting. What is this? Forest barrier. Oh. Is this like a fade barrier? He's just shrugging.
Wait. We are back at the beginning of the path. The forest, it seems, does not wish us to reach wherever the path leads. How protective.
Interesting. Maybe that's where the great oak... Okay, that's going to be another tree, isn't it? That looks like multiple trees, and I don't really want to deal with that. So I'm going to turn around. Yeah, I think that's where the oak's blessing will come in handy, where we can pass through the forest's barrier, because then they think we're part of the forest, so we can do that. I'm going to save here because I don't like those trees. They seem rather dangerous. Yeah. Let's try and get them one at a time and not all of them. God damn it. Come on, Morgan. Go. Attack. Yeah, I knew that was going to activate the other ones. And that one's probably going to do, yeah, some more roots, but that's okay. And here comes the last one. That one is an elite, so I'm going to put that one in the crushing prison for sure, just to get it out of the action, because it is going to hurt. There we go. Excellent. Not too much of a hassle. Those thorns still kind of hurt and are pretty annoying. But I guess it happens. And I don't think we can loot that last one. That's fine. Let's save and go this way. Lots more hala.
It shall be done.
Some more elf roots. This looks like we might get to a camp. Mad Hermit's Clearing. Exactly, this is where I want it to be. Because he's got an acorn, right? Whoop! Hermit. Cool, you can teleport and stuff. Maybe I want to open the... Okay, so he is pretty mad, and apparently we can examine that tree stump, which is kind of funny. But I want to see if we can open this chest, yeah. Hopefully he won't be pissed off. Just opening the chest, sir, nothing too scary about it. Hello.
Oh dear. Not a werewolf, and not a spirit even. What are the woods coming to?
What are you babbling about?
Questions, always questions. They say it was questions that made me mad. Will you do the same for you? Ask a question and you'll get a question, but give an answer and you'll receive the same. Oh, I do so love to trade.
You want me to answer a question, then?
Wouldn't I have to ask you a question first?
I really just want the Grand Oak's acorn.
No, that is not a question. And if it be an answer, it'd be an answer to a question I've not asked. Have you no sense for the rules?
Be cautious. This is no ordinary madman. He has magic. I can sense it. Powerful magic.
No fair bringing mages to a guessing game. Will you play by the rules or not?
Sure, I will try. Then would you like me to ask a question?
I think it is your turn to ask, is it not?
Do you have the Grand Acorn?
Suddenly it all becomes clear. You here, that talking tree there, it all makes sense now. As a matter of fact, yes. I do have that tree's acorn. I stole it, and it was easy. Silly tree should have locked it up tighter. If you want it, you'll have to trade me for it. And nothing from that silly tree. No leaves or branches or anything. But that's all I have to say about that. An answer for an answer. There you go.
Do you want me to ask another question?
May I? Oh, yes, I think I might. Now, what shall be the first? Oh, yes. What is your name?
You can call me Aiden.
Uh-huh. So you claim. They sent you, didn't they? But you're too tricky, and you're trying to fool me. Well, I'm on to you, just so you know. But it is your turn to ask now. Ask. Ask away, I dare you.
How do I enter the center of the forest?
It's where the wolfmen have their lair, but the trees will block the path. There's a way to fool the trees, of course. Trees are thick, wooden things, after all. Easily fooled if you know how.
See, that's another question. He's going to be mad if I ask it. And you know how, don't you?
Oh my, no, that's quite a question. I think that answer deserves something a little extra first, don't you? I stole something from an oak tree some time ago, and it won't stop pestering me for it back. Would you be so good as to turn it into firewood or something equally dead?
You're talking about the rhyming oak, aren't you?
You know of it? Good, that makes this much easier. Yes, that's the one.
I'm not going to kill something just because you asked me to.
It's up to you. Yes, indeedy. Your choice. Time to move on now.
Do you want me to ask another question? Do you want to ask another question? Do you want to ask me another question? Yes.
I think it is your turn to ask, is it not?
It is. Do you have anything to trade?
Let's see. I'll trade you an acorn, a helmet I found, or a book I finished reading years ago, provided you have something interesting in return.
These could be all. I kind of want them all. I will trade for the acorn, though.
Oh, and what do you have to trade for the acorn?
How about some gold?
Coin? What possible use could I have with coin? Do you see a money changer about?
How about a book, then? About elven history?
Elven history, you say? That might make for good reading by the moonlight. Or it'll be better than using leaves. Give me that. There. Now that's done. What else have you got on your agenda,
What else? I have more questions.
May I? Oh, yes, I think I might. Where were you born?
I was born in a family estate to the north. Wait, I've heard of Highever, but I don't remember. Let's go with number one.
So you say, fiendishly clever of you to maintain this facade for so long, but I will see through it yet. Mark my words. But it is your turn to ask now. Ask. Ask away, I dare you.
Let's see, I kind of want the other things he has to trade.
Yes. Yes. I still have that old helmet and the book.
I trade for the
What
helmet.
do you have to trade for the helmet?
How about the silver ring I found in the ruins?
Eh? I once had a ring like that. This one's shiny still. Yes, I'll take it. Give me that.
I hope I didn't trade anything badly.
There. Now that's done. What else have you got on your agenda,
More questions?
May I? Oh, yes, I think I might. Let's see. Do you have a knowledge of the arcane arts?
Personally, no, I don't.
Oh, well, that's disappointing. But wait. What if you were lying? Aha! You thought to scamper away without suspicion, did you? Well, I'm on to you. But it is your turn to ask now. Ask. Ask away.
I feel like
dare
if we
you.
pester him a bit more, he's going to eventually get angry. Do you have anything more to
I
trade?
still have the book. It's not missing too many pages.
I would like the book, then.
And what do you have to trade for the book?
I don't want to give him the scarf. Never mind.
Well, that's your business then, isn't it? I still answered your question, and now it's my turn again.
Okay, I'm going to go now.
Oh, I see. You're going
Whoa.
to report to them now, are you? Fine. Goodbye.
Is he just running away? No, he's still here. Okay, well, we got something. Elven helmet. I think we got this helmet. It's alright, lots of mental resistance. It appears someone has dug out a hole beneath the stump, leading to a tiny and filthy cave of sorts. Obviously, the hermit sleeps in there. Continue. There's also appears to be a small cubbyhole within the body of the trunk itself. It is filled with mud, twigs, and other debris.
Hold on, you. That's private property. That's an old man's home, that is. Keep out. Keep out.
No, I'm just gonna leave it alone then. Dun, 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 dun. He was dancing. Well, we got our acorn, which is pretty much all I wanted. Everything else is just for fun. And I took the acorn because I don't want to kill the oak, and I don't want to kill the guy either. Looks like there's some darkspawn. Let's put that ogre in. Oh, 2 ogres. So crushing prison for that one. And then how about a force field for the other one? Unless we can kill it before it does. Yeah, and that one's almost, well, that one's dead. So let's put a disorient on this one. And then let's put some hexes on it as well, just to make it not very good. There we go. Excellent. That was quick and easy. I like it. I do. Right, well.
Was there a city? Was it built in the forest, or did the forest come later?
To Winter Ruins. I believe we are nearing our ultimate destination. There's something about this place that makes my skin crawl.
Ultimate destination? What is she talking about? Ancient tombstone, another one. And looks like some doggy items. I doubt we can do anything to this gravestone. Yeah, it's the same. Oh. The air seems unnaturally cold around this ancient tombstone. Runes of warding are carved into the surface. I'm gonna leave it alone. It seems like it would be kind of a bad thing to disturb it. And yes, I know I'm probably missing out on something by not clicking on that option, but I don't feel like messing with it, that's all. What's going on? Bears! And a big bear! So let's take Morgan and put that big bear in a crushing prison. Looks like Morgan's about to level very soon as well, which is quite exciting. Give me a hug! Oh, you didn't want a hug. You wanted to hug the ground instead.
It has begun.
Let's see, nothing else? Nothing else. And that looks like that's it. So I'm actually going to go maybe to... Does it... Yeah, it exits to the same place. So I guess we're going to go back to the tree and give him his little oak so that we can go past the wards. Yeah, that sounds like a good idea to me.